Local law enforcement is getting ready for large crowds and says safety is the top priority. CBS News Miami's Larry Seward is live in Fort Lauderdale, and Larry, streets that normally are not shut down are closed tonight, correct?
Jim, that's correct. Police plan to keep protesters behind these barricades for 3 hours. And look, they're going to have to squeeze in here for several blocks because they're expecting 2,000 people in this spot. And those behind the group gathering here plan to peacefully send a message.
On banners, X marks the feeling fueling a string of No Kings protests across the country and South Florida.
So you have to at least speak up while you have your freedom, while you have your voice.
Eliana Salzhauer is one of several speakers preparing to greet thousands in Miami.
We are not going to accept, the kinging of Donald Trump. They've taken the White House, he's turned it into his personal palace. And he is not, no one voted for a king.
Their theme and frustration targets more than President Donald Trump's work cracking down on immigration.
Cutting Social Security, thinking about cutting Medicaid.
Miriam Rodriguez has a list of gripes. Her group, Hope in Action Broward Indivisible, expects 2,000 protesters behind several blocks of barricades along A1A near Sunrise Boulevard on Fort Lauderdale Beach. Fort Lauderdale police expect those barriers to keep people off the streets. They do not plan to close any roads, neither do police in Miami. Both plan to have a visible presence and warn against any acts of violence. Rodriguez says her group is known for peaceful demonstrations.
Yes, there's going to be counter-protests. I agree. There are more than one view to every situation, but I think we can express it and express it in a thoughtful and peaceful way.
Jim, the protest here in Fort Lauderdale begins at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. In addition to what's happening here and in Miami, there are also protests planned for Coral Springs, Miami Beach, and Homestead. Live in Fort Lauderdale, Larry Seward, CBS News, Miami.